Yo, what's good, everybody? How y'all doing? Well, I think we've kind of reached the end of what we can tolerate with Pritzel. After the new rules on Twitch, there's like a couple of songs in the playlist that can be played. Oh, I think that we will make our own music this month for our channel. I think that's what we'll do. Happy Friday, everybody. Getting started a tiny bit early. We can stretch out our fun just a little bit. Man, it is quiet in this house right now. My kid started his first day at school today, and it is quiet around here. Yeah, there's just nothing. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Ben, welcome back and congratulations again on the new job. We will miss you around here, but you know what? Make a couple sales early in the month and then just kick back and goof off and watch us on your phone. Take long breaks. Just kidding. Hope you kill it, man. And I hope that it fuels a fantastic return to shows for you. Windy and sunny Maryland. Hello, Paul. It is rather idyllic today here in Oregon. Got the classic Portland Simpsons clouds in the sky. Really super light, way, way up there. It's already warm, smells warm. Man, it's nice. So nice. Punksu, welcome back. And big ups and thanks to you. I saw that you actually kicked off the uploading for the challenge this month. Very nice, very nice. What's up, some merits? Some of you will notice new badges by your names. Yeah, it's the weekend. yeah, Bliss. It is pretty quiet and yeah, it's pretty nice. How old do I feel now? Well, let's see here. If I hadn't wrecked my back so bad, I would probably still feel about like 27-ish or so. Something like that. Young at heart and all that. I don't know. It continues to get better. Gave the kid a haircut yesterday. Bath the day before. Lots of like bending over at awkward angles. So kind of feeling it. I don't know. Getting old is weird. Yeah, isn't it nice to see some normalcy? Yeah, this is it's like a really small in-home type of program. Everything is still seriously locked down here, and we've got an enrollment in a bigger place set up for him for fall time, if things do indeed return to normal. Yeah, right, Paul? First day. Yeah. Quote of the morning already. Sliding into first is Javar saying, I haven't felt 27 since I was 25. That's all right, man. I'm shaving off like 20 years there, so. Oh man. I remember one of my buddies wrecking his back seriously badly. And he was like, God, how old were we? He must have been like 27 or 28. And he was like, I feel older than my dad. Couldn't move for weeks. I'm sure I said all sorts of stuff that earned me my wrecked back now. Yeah, you know what, Samaritans? I have looked at a whole bunch. I've tried them in different situations. I've loved every single one of them. I got really used to like podium height with like classroom time, and um, that was really nice. Like stool and podium. So take a load off every once in a while, but yeah, standing is nice, especially when making music because you can like get into it and yeah, it totally changes the vibe. I think it's a bit more like performing. I don't know. Oh, Ben, man, dude. Is Charlie working? Is Charlie working? Yeah, there's Charlie. There's Charlie. I wonder if Squirrel is still hanging. Let's see if Squirrel is still hanging. Maybe it'll stay there all stream. Ah! He just sits there. Oh man, hilarious. We should really get the screaming squirrel on there. The only reason I haven't set up stuff with sound is because we're making sound so much of the time, and if someone triggers squirrel right in the middle, either like a really meditative moment or a really freaky moment, it's gonna freak some people out. Running through branches. Oh my god, can you just imagine hearing a screaming squirrel sound like that, like in a forest chase scene or something? Woo! Be kind of intense. All right, so today we are going to listen to the submissions that people have sent in for the monthly challenge and see what everybody got up to. I'm expecting it will probably be on the small side this time around. We will get through our listening and selecting winners, and then we will kind of talk through like the best part, the worst part, whatever, and kind of dial in some better, I don't know about rules, but like descriptions and whatnot, and then I'll get it out to the entire community and see who we can get in here next month. But I'm stoked to see who we get to meet and sit down with and talk with from the community. So yeah, stoked for that. What's up, Saf? And Heidi, good morning. I'm not sure if I said good morning. Saf, don't even worry about if the track was the best or not. It is all about the fun. That's exactly right. And some months we will fall on our faces, and some months we will rise up to the top of the mountain. And regardless, we still get to meet another one of our friends each month, which I think is pretty awesome. So I hope that there will even be a point that we reach where people that don't even make music or play with sounds start contributing, just so we can pick them, so we can meet them. Island girl. All right, let's see here. So we're not going to listen to the submissions quite yet because we're going to give some people some time to come in. So I figured we could just kind of play, make a few sounds, and listen to the rewards. There are rewards for people participating. There's a couple of different sound packs. One is a collection of beats, grooves, toppers, made entirely out of the found sounds for beat makers. I believe there are 52 of them, one for each week in the year for you. 4 bars, 120 BPM, so kind of right smack dab in the middle of the average range, and you can take it from there. And they're all raw output, so you guys get to shape these things however you like. I didn't put any kind of processing on them. And then the other thing that everyone who participates will be getting is a copy of Polyrhythm, which is awesome. It's a bunch of MIDI clips with a bunch of corresponding simple wave files that just kind of give you a little tone. Where the beats are in the MIDI clip, which is nice because you can't listen to MIDI in preview like in your Finder or whatever, but or your file browser. But you can also take these WAV files and use them as triggers for sidechain gates and stuff like that. Lots and lots of fun. So I think what I'll do is I'm probably going to make a sound or two, and then we'll run through the details of what everyone's getting for participating. And once people start showing up, we will start listening. And since it's Friday, I should probably do something kind of weird, right? Or different. Like, let's not open up, let's just do something inside the DAW. Let's not even use a synth, maybe. See if I got my sound set up here. I do. What should it be? Maybe it should be my voice. We never really do that here. Excuse me. Oh. 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 Check, check. Microphone checker. Microphone checker. You guys hear me now? Looks like you do. Microphone checker. Yep, looks like I'm back. Yeah, cool. Yeah, there's something weird in the audio engine sync with this last state of Streamlabs, I think, because there's been a couple raids that have triggered audio loss, and adding my mic in the DAW now just triggered an audio loss. Something's a little off in that. Oh. All right, so let's crank this just a little bit more. Oh, I don't think I actually applied that last time. Oh. Sure, okay, so now let's stretch this a little bit. Maybe even a little granular. Not too much. Oh. Yeah, something like that. Okay, now let's put a pitch shifter on here. Let's do latency comp. Yeah, okay, that's cool. So next, let's just bounce this in place. And before I do that, I want to save this project so I could just grab the file really fast. And then I think I'm going to bring this in to convolution reverb as an IR and run some stuff through it. It's a good way to start a show, huh? This is the last day of the month, you guys. Hey, Zaris is here. What's up, Rick? How you doing, man? Are you saying chicken? It sounds like the wise ones from the Dark Crystal. I'm doing all right, dude. You busy as usual? Do you have a May bank holiday in the States? It's a good question. Welcome, by the way, Subvids. That's a good question. Let's see. May holidays. Oh, well, there's Memorial Day, which is the 31st. And I believe, I think that is a bank holiday. If it falls on, oh yeah, of course it does. It's mostly just a day nowadays where people grill outside in their backyards and don't go to work, drink beer. Yeah, lots of verb, but I think, well, let's drench it in verb, and then let's also just bring this in dry. I want to hear it both ways. Let's do a big one. Yeah. All right, so we'll play with this a bit as a file as well, but I also just want to bounce this really quick and let's see what happens if we use this as an impulse response on some other things, because I think that'll make it kind of fun. DJFC, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Stick around. We're going to have a little listening party today. All right, so we'll just call this a Vox IR for right now. And now that should be a wave somewhere that I can then access and bring in. So let's do a since we're going to be using Sacred, the Sacred sample pack for this coming month, starting on Monday, I guess, because I probably won't get it up for you today. But this will be your free sound pack of the month. And we'll be doing the community challenge with these sounds. So why not run through this really quick and select a sound, and we'll use that weird vocal thing that I just recorded as an impulse response for it and see if we can get into some weird territory here. That one might be kind of interesting. I think you guys are going to make some cool stuff with this sample pack. That one might be kind of interesting. Okay, so I think maybe a couple of these. Let's do the mid drone flute first. We're just going to solo this, and let's put a space designer on here, and then let's do a quick look at our audio files. There it is. Okay, so now we've got this in here as an impulse response. And maybe instead of starting with like this massive blast, maybe we'll kind of ease up into our peak and let it really linger. And this is a 10-second decay right now. So let's take and do... Let's go maybe twice the size. 21 seconds. Let's just see what that sounds like. This is probably going to be a little loud here. Let's do something a little more interesting than just a steady drone. Let's do... Let's do this drum. Let's see what comes out of this. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm just catching up with the chat here while I'm listening to the results of this, which I'm liking. I think we need to boost it and massage it and stuff. But I'm just seeing that Zaros is going to be converting his garage into a studio and documenting it all on YouTube. Fantastic, dude. That is awesome. Javar is asking, what does bring it in as an IR mean? Oh, impulse response. So an impulse response is the audio file that's recorded to capture the size and shape of a space. And then that audio file is then used to create the reverb environments and convolution reverbs. You can record a piece of audio and just import that and use it as an impulse response, if you will. It's more of a manipulation of the tool than anything. So now this thing is kind of magically transformed, this ritual pad here, which originally sounded like this. Now sounds all weird like this. Yeah, playing with impulse response weirdness. May Day not celebrated in the USA. Yeah, I remember it was a big deal on the playground in grade school. Dance around the maypole and all of that. Yeah, for celebration of spring. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I forgot about the flowers on the doorsteps. Yeah. Long weekend. That's awesome, Subvids. That's great. I love long weekends. This is Logic. This I'm just reading the chat right now. DJFC. This is Logic Pro here. You're an FL guy. Cubase. Oh my gosh, I'm serious. I'm remembering this, Heidi. I remember making the little flower baskets and oh man, yeah. Yeah, I think you're right, Rick. I think he was on Logic for a minute, or is periodically. I'm not quite sure. It's good to stick with the tool for as long as that, I think, because you're a serious master. You don't even have to think about the tool. You don't spend any time managing it anymore. Yeah, Nano is pointing out that Purple Pros is a channel VIP now. And actually, several of you are. Those who have been around from the beginning when we started doing this a few months back are all VIP status now. So, or at least I think I got you all. If I missed someone that feels that they should have that recognition, you just let me know. I'm happy to make it happen. 30-second decay or bust. So what is the IR doing here exactly? Okay, good question. So this question's from Punksu, and the answer is it's providing the shape of the reverb environment that's being applied by Space Designer here, and it's also incorporating like a tonal element, right? You might notice that it's fairly bassy. The voice was kind of bassy, but that's also coming from the fact that we've slowed this way down. We haven't just stretched the vocal from its original form, but we've also doubled the size of the impulse response or audio file, which means in essence we have cut the time, or we have stretched it out by half again, right? Because well, we've doubled the size. It's like taking down the speed halfway, basically. Yeah, see, I really like hearing people be so satisfied with their tools after that many years. That's nice. Oh, uh, Lizzie and one? I'm not sure if I'm saying this correctly. But once old Cubase back. Man, I've had that feeling. I've had that feeling. Yeah, I did. I'm answering Heidi's question. I don't know which door I would have put it on. Yeah, it's tough. I can't remember. I remember making the baskets. I remember the flowers, but I don't remember actually hanging it. Paprika. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, basically, that pad sound is now playing inside of my ohm sound. That's kind of a great way to see it. Like my ohm became a room, and then we put the pad inside of that room, inside of the ohm. We tucked it in there. Learning about the maypole in school and partying with communists and socialists, my only exposure to May Day celebrations. Workers of the world unite. The last real legit May Day celebration I had was when the Ozatlan Theater was about to be like shut down and demolished in Old Town Denver, and I went on this massive road trip out there to hang with um, some of the guys from the Jim Rose uh, circus, the sideshow freak show, which are old roommates of a roommate of mine, and to see this massive crash worship show at the Ossett and there was wormwood absinthe involved, and lots of fire and fireproof streamers, which caused a problem. That was the last celebration, like big celebration of May Day for me. I think it was wild. Definitely one of those things you remember. Yeah, right, punk suit. Like you take a sound, and that sound can become a space so quickly. It's just absolutely amazing. But I think the conversation about impulse responses in general is um, it's something that should be greater. I think. I don't know. I think we should be using impulse responses in fantastic ways all the time. I just don't see people doing it. I know, squirrel. Squirrel's just here. Squirrel has a found sound submission. Yes, Squirrel, are you trying to tell us something? Let's what happens when I say ohm? Nothing? Oh, we've got to change that. We've got to change that. What about Trippy? Really? So Squirrel's just gonna stay there? What happens if I trigger Squirrel at the same time? Mayfei was the last. Oh man. Ah, and Squirrel just stays. Squirrel is with us for the long haul. We've got long Squirrel. You guys have heard about long COVID. We've got long Squirrel. This does not go away. Don't let that thing bite you. Seriously though, I don't think it's going to go away. Oh, Squirrel wants patches. I hear IRs and wonder how a full orchestra would sound in that space and think it would sound awful. Yeah, it would. It totally would. It would sound terrible. I like squirrel. Oh, jeez. You guys are great. All right, I'm going to take this up to like maybe 400%. This is already fantastic. That's pretty awesome. It's like a 1 minute decay. Oh, that's pretty fantastic. You know what I want to do with that? I'll put a pitch shifter on there. Let's go pitch tracking, latency off here. Just for some weirdness. And then let's go with a wavy, spacey. Let's get rid of this reverb. Oh yeah, there's some really cool textures in there. I'm liking that. And I wonder if we were to send this through a smear. Just changing the signal flow of all these here really quick. A bit more unified. Lizzie1 is asking opinion regarding mono mixing technique using peak noise while mixing. Yeah, it's fine. I think it's a solid and proven method for anyone that wants to like have some kind of super consistent reference. I think that if you're getting the output that you want from any of the workflows that you're using or reference materials that you're using, then you should stick with it for a really, really, really long time. I really do, because each person is going to vibe with a slightly different approach to these things. Some people don't want to be bogged down by a kind of technical, like a constant technical observation while they're working. They really want to have just like the immersive experience and kind of feel their way through it. And other people really want to be looking at numbers and meters, and to each their own. I just encourage people to use their ears more than their eyes when they're doing it. That's all. Yeah, definitely drop the link when it's up, Rick. I'm stoked to see all of that. That's freaking rad. Um, we're around our normal starting time now, so I think what I'll do is we should run through the sound rewards that we're going to be kicking down for everyone that submits something for the challenge. So we know what the prizes are, and see how many people are here by the time we're done with that, and start listening, because I want to hear what you guys got up to. And I'm wondering, we've got a few in there. We've got Punksu in there. We've got Paul in there. We've got Nick in there. Nick has got a couple things. Hey, Nick, are you wanting us to listen to some of the sound pack that you posted up here as well? Ricky's in the house. Trance in your pants. Thank you so much. Well, and I guess James Joshua Otto is in the house. Thank you for the lurk. And thank you for the gift love, Ricky. Appreciate it, as always. Can't let go of the e-sonic. Oh, man. That's awesome. All right, so let's check out some of these sounds here. Ooh, the GR1. And we can listen to the what am I trying to say here? The sacred sounds. We'll listen to those when we get those up in the Discord room for you guys. All right, so everyone that is submitting something for this month is going to receive a couple of things. So the pack that subs already got is the Found Sounds for Beatmakers, right? So I'm including a copy of Polyrhythm, and we'll play the demo here, kind of give you an idea of what this can do for you. This is just using some stock samples of some drums, and they're being triggered by MIDI patches that are included in this pack, and we'll run through how that all works. But this is kind of the type of output you can expect. All right, so obviously you can trigger whatever kind of samples you want with these MIDI clips. You don't have to use hand drums. But I figured it was a fair representation of the benefits you get from kind of juxtaposing these different rhythmic cycles together in these polyrhythms. It can add just a ton of groove and organic feel to beats, and I know that a lot of people struggle with finding the precise timing for things to incorporate grooves. So what I did is I put together this pack of these different MIDI clips. So there's 8-step, 12-step, 16, 24, 32, and then there's also vary-step, which are variable parameters. And it will tell you exactly what has been combined in like this little matrix, or like this little sequence here. So this is, for instance, this first file here says 12 plus 16 plus 15. So this is a 12-step plus a 15-step plus a 16-step. So you start to get out of the normal 8, 12, 16, 24, 32 step paradigm that we all kind of exist in. You know, we're operating in 4-bar increments kind of. And this takes you out of that, and every once in a while throws a curve in there with something like a 15 or something like that, which is just awesome, in my opinion. I think it's great to just shake things up a little bit and get a little note here and there. And when you're varying the samples that are being triggered by these things, then those what would normally be seen as like inconsistencies or erroneous notes, they come across as really well-timed flams and accents, because you're in the midst of a polyrhythmic mindset or experience. So anyway, you've got a whole bunch of these files, and since you can't preview MIDI files, you can at least preview a WAV file. So I just made a very simple pluck instrument and triggered it with the MIDI notes in each file. And beyond giving you the preview capability, you can then use these WAV files as sidechain triggers for like gates and whatnot, ducking, whatever, weirdness. So that's one thing that you get if you submit an entry in the contest this month. And then the second thing is just this pack of loops. Each one is a 4-bar loop. These are set at 120 BPM. So you can flex them quite easily up and down. There's 52 of them, and they're made entirely of the sounds from the Found Sounds for Beatmakers pack, which you guys already have. So this is kind of an extension of it. And these are all raw output, and these I made a couple of streams ago. So if you happen to miss that and you want to see how they were made, you can go back and watch. You can recreate it on your own. I used a stock reactor ensemble, and a really old one. And this is it. They're all raw output. They should all loop seamlessly. Yeah, very Aphex Twin type stuff, absolutely. Heidi's feeling inspired. So when you open up this pack later today, just stick like a 4 on the floor kick with it and see what kind of swing and funk is on each one. I really like that one. Brush your teeth, folks, but not with a lighter. Some weird sounds in this pack, right? Zamerits, no worries, dude. You can drop it in the Discord. There's actually a channel for it inside. You'll see it on the left there, just called Monthly Challenge Submissions. There's a little announcement in the Discord and whatnot. And Paul, you can feel free to post as many of those tracks as you like that you want people to check out. I'm totally cool with it. I really like this one too. Anybody in here heard of the books? I think I've talked about them before. They're one of my favorite little side project duos. And they're not together anymore, but this particular loop really reminds me of them. What is that? Number 22. That one's really good too. That one would sound good, some techno. So Merritt's just entered the challenge, and the genre is dentist music. Paul, that's exactly what I did for all of my reviews for many years. I would make a random song on the spot, or at least part of a song, with whatever sound pack or synth or whatever I was reviewing. It was the best. In fact, that's how Rick and I met. I really like that one too. All right, so there you have it. 52 different loops made entirely of the found sounds for Beatmaker Sound Pack. So that and the polyrhythm MIDI pack are the things that you get just for participating. The main winner of the challenge this month is going to get a guest appearance on the show, and I'll work out with them when that will actually be, but we will try our best to do this within the month before the next guest appearance happens. Every single time, every single month. That will be our goal. It should be fairly easy. The runner-up, I figured there should be 2 prizes, and then everybody gets something. The runner-up gets to just go pick something from the store. So, Sid, what's up, dude? We are not listening yet. We're giving people a chance to show up and stuff, but we have been listening to the prizes that everyone will be getting. So, so you get the pack of 52 loops made from the sounds. You'll also get polyrhythm, the MIDI clip pack, and the runner-up to the main winner will get to head on over. Oops. We'll be able to head on over to the OhmLab website and click on sounds, and then just start scrolling and listening until they find something that they like, and then they'll say, that's the one that I want. And I'll say, okay, you can have that. So if you're the big winner, you get to be a guest. And if you're the runner-up, then you get to pick out a pack. Everybody else gets these sounds, and that's the way that works. And just for those who's frantically putting something together to participate, I will, let's see here. Do we have I think I set this up. Yeah. We've got the rules here, and I'll read them for you really quick, just so we're all on the same page. First, you get prizes if you participate. All right, so each month we select a different free sound pack for everyone currently subscribed to OhmLab on Twitch. You're free to submit anything you were inspired to create with the sounds provided. At the end of each month, we have a listening party together as a community, live, in stream, and then select some winners. The top winner each month earns a guest appearance on the show in an upcoming episode. The rules are simple. You must use sounds from the current month's free sound pack for your submission to be valid. You may create anything. This can be beats, full songs, cinematic trailers, rescore videos, or even gameplay. It's entirely up to you. They can also just be reimaginings of the sound design. Upload submissions to the OhmLab Discord server before we do the judging on the last stream of each month. No hate speech, no slander, no copyright infringement, nothing that goes against our standing community rules on Twitch. No age limits, genre restrictions, or restrictions on how many submissions you may enter each month. Please do not submit remixes or anything that may trigger a copyright claim or DMCA takedown request. The one caveat to all of these rules is if we select a winner who happens to be a minor, I think we should probably get parent permission first or something. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, if they're like 17 or something, I'm not going to be worried about it. But this month, everyone who participates is receiving, at the very least, a pack of 4-bar loops, 120 BPM of toppers, grooves created by me, live on a live stream using the sounds from this month's free sound pack, Found Sounds for Beatmakers. Just to add a kick and away you go. These sounds are raw output with no additional processing or mastering applied, so you can go back and watch the archive of the live streams and see exactly how they were created, giving you the opportunity to develop new inspiring workflows and unlock fresh discoveries. So anyway, that's how that goes. You upload before we're done judging to the Discord, please. And I think I might just dip over there really quick and see how many we have so I can figure out how much time I have to make some sounds. Teeth time. Nice. Nice. 30-minute challenge from Zamertz. Excellent. Excellent. All right, so we'll give people a chance to continue to get stuff up, and I'm going to make some more stuff. Let's see what else we can put in here from the Sacred Pack that would be kind of interesting. I also want to check out the... maybe some ether stuff in there. What if we put this hus in there? Ooh, it's so quiet. Here, let's give this a big bump here. See what we can get out of it. That's pretty awesome, actually. Let's take this pitch shift and go the opposite direction. And try that again. Ooh. I think you can actually start to hear my voice in there. It's that low. What would happen if this was like a 2-bar? Fun with impulse responses. You can go in the opposite direction too. You can take something like a snare and put it on something big, which is kind of a weird thing to do. Let's see here. All right, so here's our pad again. Let's put a reverb on here, and let's do a. Actually, let's do, instead of this one, let's do up here. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one was pretty weird. All right, so let's put a reverb on that. And let's open up our IR here. And let's just put in, let's just put in a hit of some kind. Sure, we'll just choose one. Let's go the opposite way. I really liked it down here. Let's change this into a bandpass maybe. And then send this through a small array here. Said, no worry, man. You just get it up. We will count it today. And a Ferrari. And a Ferrari, yes. Yeah, you mentioned that once before, Heidi. I can't believe dentists are actively kombucha shaming people for drinking fermented tea. How dare they? Runner-up gets Ohm's old Porsche. We'll see. We'll see. He says homemade kombucha is dangerous and said he's thinking to blog about it. Oh, man. How dare people try to ferment things in their very own home? Oh. The dangers. That kid said the same thing. Oh, They're building a new super PAC to fund the PR around this whole thing. Yeah, I said get something up today. We're going to listen to stuff in probably, I'm going to guess like maybe an hour. That should be enough time for us to get through everybody's stuff. And between now and then, you guys should send in some sounds you want me to play with. Or if you need ears on something, happy to do a couple of reviews today. The Basculus. What's up, Eric? How are you, man? Eric's got a shiny gem by his name, too. Beer disaster? Oh, dude, I hope everything's okay. We didn't lose the beer, did we, Eric? No worries. Club soda here. Spill it. Just cleans the carpet. Nice. Oh, Heidi, it's okay. You're in a safe place. You can repeat yourself. honestly, I think I've just decided that when we start getting a bunch of these kind of meditative sounds dialed in, we're going to set up the hell's it called? Session view? Is that what it? No, not session view. The loop view, whatever it's called. Live loops. We'll set up a little live loops rig off to the side, and do some surprise meditation streams. So those of you who like to sit and ohm, or listen to something while you do your yoga. Get some sitar over the top of this. You know, when you get a tin of beer or soda, and now and again you get a slow eruption from the opening, like it doesn't go fizz splurt straight away, but it quietly burbles and then goes mad. Well, it erupted up my nose. It got a bit messy. Oh no! Oh, dude. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Bear volcano. Yoda. Oh man. Oh boy. Classic. All right, let's make something else. I think I want to move on from the weird warped IR thing for a minute. So let's do some design here. Maybe we'll do alchemy. No. Let's do absinthe today. And we're going to bring in some of these sacred sounds. Why not? I know it's a small interface, so you guys don't get to see quite as much, but the results will be stellar. So, all right, let's go into my stuff and then sacred. Okay. That one might be kind of nice to start with. It's a C. Oh no. Had a clean monitor, keyboards, feeling a bit spongy. Cleared your sinuses though. Oh man. Ah. Ah. Oh dude. Oh my goodness. Drishti Beats. There we go. We'll see if we can track that a bit to make it a bit more agreeable to the ears. And let's go straight into an aetherizer here. Let's see if we can wrangle in that low end through there. That's a little bit better. Heidi. The club soda. Our cat drinks out of glasses as well. In fact, she won't even drink out of a bowl. She has to drink out of a glass these days. And every once in a while, she thinks she's going to go over and steal a sip of water, and she'll get something like lemon water or club soda or something. And the reactions are freaking priceless because she's been tricked and attacked. And it's just like, if it's on the table and there's papers nearby, all the papers are all over the room. It's just like, rah! It's so good. The cat backwash. Your soda smelt of cat food. Our cat is so flippin' smart, but also, you know, severely inbred because she's a cat. That strange things happen. Like she's wickedly observant. So you pull out like a laser, right? And she like looks at it. She's like, "Oh, I know what that's going to do. That's going to create the red dot somewhere in this room." And she's like smart enough to figure this out. And then she starts really getting into the hunt. And you turn off the laser, and she's just like, "But where did it go?" Oh man. Woo. All right, so let's get into here and find a loop. Go into loop edit here. And all right, so that spot might work. All right, so we're going to take this one sound here, and we're going to go into our browser, and we're going to not allow anything to touch those. We're going to go in and bump up our attack here. Okay, so back to our browser. We're going to protect those three things. And then we're going to go back into some stuff that we've made previously and mutate against it. I'm just going to put in a little tone on these others. We're going to start mutating across the board now. Had a great one a few weeks ago back on a Zoom call. Hey, Eric, looks like your cat wants to join in too. Had to point out I don't own a cat and had no idea which cat this was. Turned out it was a neighbor's new cat exploring. Just came right in. Made himself at home, huh? Oh, that's awesome. That's great. Oh, this one's so very tiny and quiet. Ooh, I really like that though. Javar, some new sounds were just released for it. I haven't actually grabbed them yet, but there has been an update. I think it was just like a couple months ago. Um, Brian Clevenger, the guy who created it originally, has launched a new company, has put out some neat new tools. We got to get him in here. It's been quite a while since I've talked with Brian. Ooh, I really like this one. Cat on a keyboard, that is the original melody making plugin, right? Random happy discoveries and noise. Yeah, I really like this one. This one's really tasty. Mutation history. I'm gonna save this one as. Let's get into. Let's see here. I guess this would probably be. We'll call it a meditation bowl mutate for right now. Oh, you already got those, the new sounds. How are they, by the way? I honestly haven't even loaded them up. Not even bug fixes from everything I've read. It's been all but abandoned for several years, which is why you can get it so cheap now. Maybe he'll revisit it at some point. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to or not. If they update the interface, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that would work because that was his baby. Like it was brought to Native Instruments. So I'm not sure exactly how that would work. I would love an Absinthe 6. Oh my God, I would love it. I would just absolutely love it. Yeah, Native Instruments has a habit of doing that where they're like, oh, this is great, on to the next. And it's like, oh man, it'd be great if you would stick with this for a minute and develop this for a few more years, right? Yeah, that right there is the crux of the matter, Eric. I think that if this was to be born again, it would be kind of like this. It's the same kind of situation they were up against with Massive. Massive was so epically massive in popularity that they had to do something with it, but they had kind of taken it where it could go in its current form, so they had to kind of reimagine it where with the tools and resources and like company ethos and everything in the moment of where they were, and they were going full in on blocks at that point because modular was just exploding, and it still is, but they decided to put all their cards in one basket and um, rebirth it as an entirely new thing. And I could absolutely see them doing that with Absinthe. Um, and then I think that maybe Brian could make some guest appearances in the development, or they could have him make some sounds or something like that. But they could get a whole bunch of um, young people working on this thing that could keep it going for another 20 years or something. That would be amazing. Yeah, I haven't even touched them. I really need to. I've got oh my God, I have so many reviews and stuff backlogged because I haven't really been wanting to do them and stuff. Um, but we need to do some playing. Arturia sent me the new pigments. I need to check that out. I really haven't even played with pigments, so it'll be a learning curve for me, and you guys can laugh a little bit. Okay, so I really like this one. It's so super quiet. Oh, yeah. Go figure, huh? Not a big fan of the hype around releases. Really not. I've been contemplating just going back to silent releases again, honestly. Like not even announcing releases. I really, really like this patch. Let's save this again. Yeah, Eric, I think you're half right. I think that there is a desire. There are still a ton of people that use Absinthe in the cinematic world. And it is, I'm not going to say it's just as relevant as Kontakt because Kontakt has obviously become a bit more relevant than anything else. Um, but I would say that it's more relevant than reactor, or FM8 or even massive in the cinematic side of things. So I think that they have a great deal of interest in having a tool that can be um, the follow up to something like Absinthe. The question is what would it be? Like the idea of this semi-modular beast, there was this, there was Zebra, um, Alchemy. Um, there were only a handful at the time that were kind of giving you this, but other tools have found a way to evolve. I just don't see them giving up on the side of the industry with deadlines. Thrill is great. Yeah, yeah. Seem to be pushing it as a specifically cinematic. Yeah, I think that's the niche that it ended up filling because the people that were willing to take the time with it to get the sounds that they wanted were the people that needed a tool as flexible as this to make the sounds necessary to fit projects. I think it just became this thing. Yeah. In the beginning, it was just like, wow, look at what software can even do. I remember when Absinthe came out and it was just like, are we for real here? This is amazing. Can't get websites to load or anything, right? But we have a tool like this. Like it took 15 minutes to check your email, but you could you could make cinematic sounds. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, I think that there's just a common, there's like this ongoing thread in our industry where people complain constantly about the pitfalls of tools that haven't been updated. But I think personally, I think that a lot of those loud voices are people that struggle to get the sounds that they want out of tools. I'm just saying. Because if you go back and you look at the epic films of the last 20 years that have been powered by people using Absinthe, you kind of got to question some of the complaining. I will say though that the interface, like you need to be at least be able to scale it. It's got to be able to be seen, and it's getting harder on big screens. Yeah, yeah, man, and the interface of like Absinthe 2 and 3 was great too, wasn't it? Like the yeah, yeah. You could just use the sample and some effect racks and a DAW, yeah. Hmm. Well, it's not the only secret weapon. It's just that there were limitations. Um, it's how to put this more succinctly. It was kind of one of the initial deep dives into a hybrid audio tool in the soft synth era. I think that's a better way of summing this all up because not only was it one of the first like fully functional and dependable synths from an emerging company. Like you got to remember that this thing was coming out when Native Instruments was just a little fledgling. Like it was super, super impressive. So it was quite literally the cutting edge of sound. And so, of course, people in the cinematic world are going to be drawn to it because you're going to be able to create otherworldly sounds um, in very little time. And don't need to um, you don't need to build entirely new libraries to do it. You can use pre-existing samples and mix it with synthesis in one unified tool, and effects, the effects are really what sets it apart. Like there was no aetherizer, but man, having the ability to have samples inside of the envelope engine and LFOs inside the envelope engine. And excuse me, and an array of macros. Like having that many macros in the synth back then was like, whoo. Yeah. Ooh, that is a good question. It should. It should, Paul. It is rather robust on the output side of things because it does. Oh my goodness, what is it? It's let's see. Yeah, it goes up to octaphonic on the audio output and on the MIDI side of things. Um, assignments, MIDI. Hmm. Where the hell is the... Oh. Yeah, you do have direct output. I thought there was another little tab here. I'm pretty sure there is. Well, you've got a learn function, which is nice. Audio trigger. Oh, there's another little tab here somewhere. Oh, it might be in the standalone. I think it's in the standalone. If you run it in standalone, I believe it gives you extra options. So certainly in the late 2000s, you'd hear Absinthe everywhere. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think about version 1, it was totally different at the time. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and the random button, it was just, yeah, it just had some things. It just had some things early on that other things didn't have. Yeah. Yeah, Eric, I totally remember this chunk of time of like the time is now. We've reached this point in technology. You can be a sonic god, basically. 12 macros, it seems to be master VCA control, ADSR, only one screen of parameters. Yeah, chromophone is pretty dope. Well, you know, Javar, it's interesting that you say that because Stave has actively developed, well, first, uh, he really wanted to build up the elements that made Massive really good and put those in there. And then he started to take on Absinthe. And you have now a lot of capabilities that Absinthe has inside of Serum. Um, that would be amazing if they did. Um, I would really like to see Brian take a run at this. I really would. I think that his mind is so brilliant with these things and that he's so closely, like intimately and acutely aware of every parameter, every element of the tool, and its limitations. You know what I mean? Like he is a rare beast in that he actually speaks with people um, daily still um, about using Absinthe. And it's just he's been doing this for 20 years. He's very similar to Steve Duda in that respect, I think. And if it was his thing alone, I think we would have seen Absinthe 20 by now. Too stupid to grasp it fully then, and now too blind to use it. Paul. You know, soon operating systems will fix that for us, and we'll be able to apply our accessibility controls to individual windows and modules in our computing experience. I bet you could just zoom up Absinthe and leave everything else the same. Absinthe with a serum GUI approach would be great. Um, yeah, so the envelopes inside of Absinthe are a bit clunky. Yes, they're also the reason why I keep using Absinthe, because they give you, this is where the omnipotent control comes in, I think, is that within this envelope window, you've got this magic happening that you simply do not see still in all of these other synths. You've got the ability to manipulate via LFO, manipulate time. You've got all of these amazing transform functions built right in. And then if you are dipping into the wave creation, the wave shaping and transform functions over here, you just start to get into, I just feel like so many tools are still modeling themselves after individual components of Absinthe. And that just blows my mind, because this thing's been rocking for over 20 years, I think. And people are still putting out new tools based upon the ideas in this thing. It's just fanboy, I guess. Ken and Brad, to look at it, they were ace programmers in the day. They could debug each other's code, and that is a gift. Yeah. Ab serum. Yes. We'll do it all. We'll get the Kickstarter. We'll find some developers here on Twitch. We'll build it in front of everyone. We'll call it Wormwood. It's a little derivative. Yeah, that's the big suck right now, Saf, is that it's just fallen behind in its ability to, like, this was big on a screen back in the day. Yeah, Wormwood. Yeah, I could see something like that doing quite well, actually. Um, I think I might need to go get some more coffee here in just a minute, but I want to play with the sound. All right, make sure that I've saved this again before I start messing with it. Now, Alchemy, on the other hand, has taken stuff that Absinthe did very well. And in all fairness, they had a brilliant start, and they've had a lot of these concepts brewing from the very beginning. But uh, like, you'll never see anything as wonderful as the additive synthesis options inside of Alchemy. Like, it's not just limited to amplitude and pan position of your partials. You can manipulate, or I mean phase and amplitude. You can manipulate pitch and panning and all sorts of stuff. It's great. Ooh. Let's keep that. Get some beats going in here. Ooh, sorry about that. Yeah. Some stuff there. Eric says, nearly 20 years, I can fanboy about it too. It was when I bought my first synth in the 80s, but dreamed about Fairlights and Syncoville. Always had a hard time saying this. Syncoveers, and then Absinthe tumbles in front of me, and it runs on my computer. Yeah, it was just this. It was just this massive sea change event. It was just gave me like real faith in the idea that uh, what we wanted computers to be able to do with music was actually going to happen or something. Yeah, it was just great. Unfortunately, Alchemy is another Camel audio product Apple bought and walled off for your Logic people. Yeah, exactly, Javar. Yeah, I'd be so upset if I wasn't an Apple guy, but I'm thrilled because I'm an Apple guy because, they kept the entire team intact. Nobody else works on it. It's just the Camel team, and the only person that did not stay on the team was a part-time accountant who was this gal that had been kind of like in the family for some time, but Jeff, the logic lead, he saw it as a big no-brainer. Like you pick this thing up and you give the guys the funding they need to continue developing this stuff because they had a great product, but it's hard. It's hard to make that stuff work, especially back then, and the user base was not there. Um, uh, it was never going to have the numbers of Serum users, right? Um, Super niche. So I saw it as a big win. But I'll tell you what, if it had gone the other direction and I wasn't able to use it as a Mac user, I'd be so upset. Yeah, hand shaping each partial's volume with the envelope generator of the gods. Yeah, exactly. This takes it one step further when you're inside of alchemy, because you can start doing all these weird and wonderful things. Um, Amazing. Subvids, you take care, dude. And we should start listening to some of these submissions. Samara says, just read an old article about absinthe too. See who needs absinthe? Experimenters, loop heads, sample cutters, beat makers, deep bass freakoids, transcendentalists, D&Bers, industrialists, people that like acid, the program, people with dark intentions, atmospherists, philosophers, and wild-eyed acoustic scientists. Synclaviers. Okay, so I was thinking in my mind that I was like wanting to say the word completely incorrectly, but I actually had it a little bit closer to normal in my head. Woohoo! 70s and 80s TV ads for those synths. Yeah. Yeah. Man, I used to do some fun Photoshop stuff with those old ads. I should, before I blow up my Facebook page over there for OhmLab and shut down all those groups and stuff, I should go and harvest a bunch of images of all those classic old synths and stuff. Paul says, ooh, I like acid, the program. Want to drop some acid? The program. Don't forget ambient, people. Acid on acid will make you loopy. Oh, man. And still, it's an important thing to have acidized loops. Still. First CD, all acid. Nice. All right, I'm going to go get some bean juice. By the way, if you want one of these awesome mugs, you can hit the merch store and get one. They're quality. They hold a lot of coffee. Got a nice big handle. And they don't have my face on it, which is a bonus. Dude, are you on acid? The program. All right, I will be right back. I'm going to go grab some coffee, and I'll be right back. And if you're wanting to have a chance to participate in this challenge and get a bunch more free sounds, head on over to the Discord and upload. Loop sequence design. Oh, man. I'll be right back, you guys. I'm back. Took me just a minute longer than expected because as soon as I walked out of this room, knock, 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 the mail people arrive. I had a couple pieces of merch arrive this week. These things were ordered forever ago. The pandemic shut down so many startups that were supposed to be kind of turnkey solutions for people. Anyway, merch for Streamlabs has been greatly impacted by all of this. And we're finally getting our hands on stuff over here, like coffee mugs and this little, notepad if you're looking for something to keep your songwriting notes or whatever. Hats. OhmLab hat. Let's open this stuff together, huh? It's like a little unpack party right before our listen party. New hoodie. Little hoodie action. Nice, nice. Oh yeah, even look at that big old fat pom-pom up on top of this thing, right? See what this one looks like. Yeah, looks pretty good. All right, so it looks like merch is flowing again. I have no idea what turnaround times are like. I know that a lot of people held off on selling stuff while they've had warehouses shut down and like down to almost zero staff and stuff. So it's nice to see stuff flowing. Synclavier. Synclavier. Shot of parents talking about their kid, all concerned. I think he's on acid again. And they open the door to his room and he's at his computer making loops, oblivious to their presence. Yeah, that is perfect, Javar. Absolutely, dude. Synclavier. That's the money. Yeah, why is it that some words are just so incredibly hard to get out clearly? Still to this day, Paul prefers the acid loop experience. You mean the program, of course. Yes, yes. I'd go with how Zapper pronounced it, though. Oh. I stuck with Zappa, Paul, for the long haul. Ooh, is this link from Javar here? Is this an acid? Oh yeah. Let's see what this is here.
Meet your next pillow. Why do we make our pillow in the shape of a cube? I'll tell you.
Why?
It has two wheels and two sources of power. Goes from 0 to 192 in one shift and can take you places just standing still. The Yamaha DX100 synthesizer. Anything's possible.
Anything's possible. That is awesome. That's awesome. Thank you for that, Javar. I appreciate that. Just random links like that are always so appreciated. A lightsaber would be nice. Dude. Dude. The cat needs an OhmLab mug, right? Man, that hoodie feels nice and thick and comfy. Oh, a lava lamp? Yeah. The Omi lava lamp. Oh, the underwear. Deaf toddler. Yeah, totally. Absolutely. All right. Let's see what people threw up on the Discord here. All right, I'm going to start this off with Punksu here. Not that one. This one. Discord's like, no, you can't grab me. All right, so this one is from Punksu. This is featuring some found sounds for beatmakers, I do believe. Let's see. All right, so Pungsu stepped up and set the bar here for you guys. Let's see if anyone else can take away the guest appearance from him. I think I've actually got this one. All right, this one is from Paul, running through VCV. Pungsu, I'm going to send you your prizes right now. That's just straight up fun. Thank you, Paul. And I have, I'll send you your rewards as well here. Pungsu might already be unpacking and playing with the sounds right now. Ah, there you are. All right. So now Uncle Chrome has the sounds and Punk Sue has the sounds. Let's see who's up next. Yes, just a quick reminder. First place winner gets the guest appearance. Second, the runner-up gets to pick a pack from the store. Everyone else that submits gets a couple of sound packs. All right, so this one is from Nick, aka Saffron Works. Here we go. All right, man. That was good. I really like that. Hang tight. Here come the sounds. Okay. Let's see who else is up. These are great, you guys. These are great. Hey, Nick, were you wanting us to check out the link here on Google Drive as well? The Sonic Cave of Secret Thoughts. Yeah, it's got like a serious mood to it. I really liked how you got the sounds separated in there, by the way. Your mixes continue to improve. You continue to get more clarity, even with the super heavy psychedelic effects in place. That dialogue sample, that was brilliant. What even are they saying in there? I have no idea, but that was just such... Yeah, the filter on it really fits. It's very nice. I like the cave analogy that Paul threw out there. That little sample was like the high frequencies you'd expect from like the crystals in a super dank dark cave or something. That's some good stuff. Yeah, I agree with Paul. I would do some more with that. Um, Bill Nye the Science Guy. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I never would have been able to guess. Saf, are you wanting us to listen to the stuff in the Google Drive as well? Or is that just for general play for people? Because it's saying, I need access. So I think sharing permissions need to be set on that. Yeah, listen to and play with. Cool. Can you jump in there really quick and change the permissions? And we'll circle back to that in just a second while you give you a chance to do that. And in the meantime, we're going to hear what Zamarit's put up here. Let's do this. Oh, that was some cool stuff. Um, I wish I had more commands cooked up for stuff like that. Man, that had a nice groove. I like it. It was like a sneaky thing. Very nice. Let me get sounds over to you. Let's give this guy the Space Invader. All right. Um, so I think as that stands, let me just check the main room. Okay, so as that stands, that's what we've got right now. And we will let people slide submissions in for a short period of time more as we continue on the stream here. So far we've got okay, we've got Punksu, Paul, Nick, and some merits. It's gonna be tough, you guys. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a bloodbath at the polls. Permission changed. Okay, cool. 30 minutes. That's a nice 30-minute challenge right there. Brush this way. Oh, I'm just hearing Tyler Perry screaming in my head now. All right, so we've got this other thing here from Saf. Let's see what this is here. Ooh. Here, let me Let me just download this all. So we can listen to this without having to click through each one. And then see what he sent us. It looks like we've got some Foley here, you guys. Is this stuff made from the Found Sounds? All right, so we've got these. Yeah, yeah. Saf is dipping into learning about layering Foley. Nice, dude. These are nice. Can never have too many layered Foley sounds around. That's how I feel about that. And those are up on the Discord for others who want to grab it as well. Used Polyplex. Nice. Ooh, the Run DMCA and Aerosmith version, but instead of the guitar riff, have brushing sounds. That'd work. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. That's a fun idea. I like that. All right, let's take this back to our browser here. Let's take this into Nightfall here. It's kind of dark. That's kind of nice. Okay, let's see here. How are we going to get our feedback down and keep our feedback? Oh, oh, oh. It's got some serious feedback here. Yeah, it's really all from the supercom. All right, let's save this one. Let's call this one a dreamy res flute. Let's maybe allow that cloud module to be mutated. Replace all scratching with the OhmLab brushing. Sounds like you're rapping there. Oh, that's awesome. Ooh, Saf just got a new toy in the mail. All right, this one is bordering, it's like teetering between uncomfortable and beautiful. So this is kind of that sweet spot. Eric, the sound sources are a combination. Two samples, one single sine wave that's being manipulated by a little granular. The sample is still, we're still just using the same sample that we started with, which is the mallet C double. So if I go to sacred, mallet C double gourd, it's this one. So very simple. And then it's being sent through a ring mod. I've got that dialed in at a really small amount in the mix, like 17% or so. Sine wave. And it's hitting at almost 1400 hertz is the target. That's running into a low pass, neg 12 dB per octave curve, which is targeting 8450-ish as its cutoff. A little bit of resonance and dip down in volume. A distant flute sample at a super, super, super low volume and just barely shifted to the left, and the sine wave that's running through a granular is barely shifted to the right. It's just super atmospheric elements, like subtle. If we turn off the main sample, it'd be super small. And then with the sample in there. I'm going to take that down quite a bit. Yeah, we can turn this into something. This would be so good with some bird song. I'm probably going to end up making this whole library inside of Absinthe. I don't know why I dance around the idea in the beginning so often with stuff like this. I'm going to end up back with Absinthe. And thus, the conversation we were having earlier, it all just comes full circle, right? Yeah, Eric, so since we're picking the Sacred sample pack for next month's free pack, I figured I'd start working with that. And I'm building a new library, which is all like lush and lovely is the theme, kind of a meditative mood. It's just going to be really kind of evolving pad oriented, kind of have a mix between pads, soundscapes, and atmospheres. Ayo, Sed's here. Hey, that's great. Because I got to bounce soon, and we need to figure out who is winning this thing. So let's dip in here, Eric. Right? I will sit there and for like a week, maybe even sometimes a couple of weeks when I'm like nearing the end of the whole ideation process of like kind of wrapping my mind around what the thing is actually going to be. And in the meantime, I've ended up with like a dozen new ideas for small packs. And then it just hits me one moment with great clarity again and again and again every time. I'm just going to use Absinthe. It's just got all the sounds that we need, or the capabilities that we need. There's just no getting around it. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, so Sed is stepping into the challenge here. It says, did this really quick a few minutes ago using found sounds, ran through the Reason rack effects on my MPC live. It's just an IABO, but a minute and 40 seconds. So here we go. Yeah, yeah. Oh man. All right, so things got a little bit tougher. Let's give this something here. Let's give this this is like the full meal sushi bento box right here. This is like it's got a little bit of everything that you want. You're hungry, it's right in the middle of the day. Saf says the mix in this track is very character rich and flavorful. Paul says nice mood. Saf says so boards of Canada. Oh. Pongsu says these synths giving him Super NES vibes. And Heidi says, I'm cooking. Are you cooking up bento? Okay, well, this just got a little bit harder. So, boy, oh boy, oh boy, am I glad that I don't have to choose who the winner is. Let me dip over to my browser. And, oh, before I do that, I need to kick said the sounds. All right, cool. So everyone that has submitted has received sounds. And we're going to move on to the voting stage of this. Who, oh my goodness, who is the winner? New poll. Is it Punksu? Is it Paul? Is it Saffron Works? Is it Zamertz? Or is it said? So, here we go. We're going to let this thing run for a few minutes and see what happens. We will check that together in a moment. Music is the winner. Heidi is cooking rice and chicken and curry. Don't let the smoke alarm go, but you gotta bloom that curry. What are you gonna do? Music is the winner. Can we put it through the VCV to decide? Yeah, I think that's a great plan. This is so unfair to have to choose just one. Here's the way I look at it. Eventually, we're going to get to the point where there might be clear in a way, like more innovative or like cleaner mix or whatever that's like super impressive in one way. And we're all going to vote like in huge, massive torrents for people that we just haven't met yet. I think this is how it will inevitably shake out over time. And whoever is the runner-up in this one will go over and grab a new pack. Oh, actually, both will, but because that's kind of how prize packages should work, in my opinion, right? It's all about finding some new stuff to play with. Everybody wins. Zoom party. My smoke alarm is a serious emo. Oh, that's great. That's great. Open to bribes. We shall see. This is tough. It's tough. We still have some time. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into Discord here. I'm going to bring this over and I'm going to play a little snippet of these. So again, to refresh your memory here, Pungsu had an early entry that was solid. I'm going to needle drop right about here. Got a vibe. I like the vibe. And then it goes on to do some other stuff over here, like this. Comes back to that. It's awesome. And then we add Paul. VCV rack action. I'm going to needle drop right about here. Maybe a little. Oh, my mad science is not working. And this continues on, and it is awesome. And then there's Saffron Works, who kicked in this. Running out of time to vote, folks. Freaking squirrel. Damn squirrel. Squirrel. All right, almost out of time. We're going to remind, oh man, we got to play a little bit of that sample. Bill Nye the Science Guy, apparently. All right, and then we had some merits come in, remind us how important it is to brush your teeth. That one, Heidi. So Zameritz was slaying it, and then Sed came in right at the last bit and said, right at the buzzer. Ah, all right, last chance to vote. And don't forget to floss, too. It's not just brushing. That is important. That is what Heidi's thrown into the mix here today. Oh, man. Yes, he does have a SoundCloud. And eventually, you'll meet this cat because he's going to keep coming back and dropping tracks in here. Ooh, running away with it at the very last minute, Zameritz comes in with 44% of the votes. All right, so with that, I will work out a time with Zameritz when we can meet the legend himself, the dental hygiene legend, Zameritz, live on this very show. In this crampy little room here, he'll sit on my lap and we'll talk. It'll be challenging. We'll make him say weird words like falafel and aristocrat and judge accents. And no, I'm just kidding. Big ups, everybody. It looks like, oh, and it just disappeared on me. It looks like, I need to go to my browser here for a second. There it is. View results. There are the results. All right, I have a funny feeling that Sed might actually have everything on the store or in the store already. But Sed, if you'd like to try, go over there and grab another pack. Well, tell me which pack you want, and I'll send it to you. In fact, I think all of you should. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. I think you all should. It's just how I'm feeling today. I think all 5 of you should go pick out a pack. And I will send them to you. And thank you for taking part in the first monthly challenge here. We're going to do it again. And I would love to get some input from you guys on potential prizes, parameters, categories, types of sounds, stuff like that moving forward. Holler at ohmlab.tv. Seriously, though, reach out anytime and tell me what you're thinking about these things. Transatlantic tooth time. Oh, that's when it's going to happen. Shocked. Submerits, you deserve it, man. You deserve it. And look at how white those teeth are. It's a little alarming that they're no longer rooted in a mouth. But look how clean they are. Freaking white. I'm a little worried about the gums, though. Oh, let's not put him on the soapbox yet for the speech. We'll give him a chance to have a proper speech and give thanks to those who supported him and all of that. Hell yeah. Oh, and Sed is rather prolific. He'll sit and in a session crank out just a ton of stuff. So if you follow him, you'll get an earful. Well, of course, Pongsu, of course, and thank you for participating. And I hope that each one of you continues to participate each month. Have a good one, Paul. I got to run too. So, yeah, Zamerits, you get an old Porsche. An old Porsche. How about that? And you get to sit on my lap. I'll reach out. We'll chat soon about when you want to have a little appearance on the show so we can get to know you a bit. Saf, I don't think your track was met. I think your track was great. And I'm continuing to be impressed by the amount of clarity that you're finding in greater separation in your sounds in your mix. I'm proud, dude. I'm proud. We need a recipe board on the Discord? Absolutely. Let's build that. I'll put one up. I would like to thank my dentist. Ooh, yeah. All right. All right, kitty cats. I got a boogie. I got stuff I got to do. But I will see you all on the flip. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Stay inspired. And we'll dance again on Monday. We will. I promise you. Until then, peace out and thank you. I'll see you on the flip.